And update settings for YouTube, start video transmission, fasten seatbelts, publish YouTube, broadcast 60, 70, 80, 90. We are so slow, 100%. And we may be on the air. Let me double check here and see. Yes, we are. And good evening, everybody. What a night. What a day. And then after a hard day at the office to walk in and see Alan Gold, the North Korean refugee. You best flee again while you can, Alan Gold. Kim Jong-un's sister's going to get a hold of your sack and whip that right off. Amy, hi babe. Hi Sherry, how are you? Dropped a few epic stacker vids today. Did you pack a lunch? What's up, Anderson Henderson? How you doing? What's going on? Hi Sherry. Good evening to you. Yeah, I reported into work at 2:30. And I put in 5 hours today on the clock, and I'll be talking about that. JJ Superstar. Yeah, Alan Gold is in the house tonight. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Hi, Peachy Pie. How are you doing, Sweetie Pie? Nice to see you. Hi, Cheryl. Good evening to you. Yeah, quite a day. I got treated to a dinner tonight. I knew I was going to get taken out to dinner, so we knocked off about 5:45 or so, and I took a change of clothes with me. Hi Golden State, nice to see you. Hope everybody's doing well this evening. You could actually see the sun in the sky, but imagine you haven't been in the workplace in like a year, and then you walk in today and you see some of the same old hangdog faces. And work, same old BS, same people talking about the same people. But the unusual thing about this time is that there was several deaths within the department, and half of the staff was gone. So it was a very great to see you, Craig. Hi, Deb. The dress code at work is not this. I'm not a frontline. I'm not a frontline. I'm a back. I'm just a glorified paper pusher. Nothing more than that. Just watch your Sansui video. Thank you. Yeah, I got up early today. I got an early start. Got into the shop around 11:30. Was able to put in a good 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Oh, I know. Berg sent me the clip of it. Yeah. Yes, you have to wear a mask. No, I wasn't recruited. I was asked to come back because we have a high cinnamon hot. There's a tremendous void in back office support now, to the point where compliance is becoming an issue. So many things in the medical world now are flying by the seat of their pants. Screwed up. One of my other duties is to resubmit claims that get kicked back because of wrong ICD-10 coding, and it's suck work, but it's money in the pocket. Hi Lisa. What did you keep yourself mentally sharp? Well, if you saw my video today, I've started working restoration and assessment on the most complicated stereo amplifier, vintage one that I have today. I almost herniated myself carrying it, 50 pounds, that unit. So you can check that out. The journey begins of restoration for that today by just getting it going. Those Van Few, we never fires but have worse air quality. Okay, thought you would be in scrub. No, I don't put, hi Lolly. Back office people don't, you get a little, it's not even that little anymore, they expanded it. You get a specific wing of office. It varies by hospital, but you get a specific location that you can work out of. Most people work 9 to 5 jobs in a totally separate areas, but there's also some in-hospital work that has to be done. There has to be some clearances gained for emergency surgeries and things like that that can't wait. Insurance-wise, people's medical issues don't run on a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday schedule. Do I work every day? No, I don't. No, I don't. But I'll be working at least, it'll vary somewhere around 15 to 20 hours a week. It'll put a nice bit of jingle in my Alan Gold is like unbelievable. I mean, Alan Gold, I've worked for 46 years. Yeah, I'm a working gal again. I worked for 46 years, Alan Gold, and I took not even 1 year off. Hi, Melina, and I'm back in the stew again. You like that vintage fan? Yeah, a lot of people love that old GE fan. So um, it varies by the place you go to, but it was kind of funny to go in today and see see some of the same faces talking about the same BS, busting each other's balls. I like the supervisors like, Rosie, you look younger every day coming in. I kind of like that. Travel fun. Totally reminded me of the space shuttle. Yeah, that process has just begun, Craig. But yeah, I had a lot of requests. Rosie, why are you doing vintage audio? I was going to hold off on all that stuff until I really lost the travel bug. But with COVID-19, there's not been, I got to keep the wheels going in terms of producing content. So I've been very happy to have that to work on it. I'm really kicking out projects now. Keep on stacking wood. Yeah, yeah. You suffer zero slackers. I want to tell you guys, from the time I was 14 years old, I was working. My first job was, of course, under the table for General Products Corporation, a painting company in Baltimore. And of course, I always cut lawns and shoveled snow and all that kind of crap. But I've been punching the clock a lot of times. My first minimum wage was like, I want to say $1.35 an hour. Not a lot, not a lot. I think that was like back in 1972 or something like that. Most of y'all weren't even born yet. Hello, Jeffrey D. Except Alan Gold, he's been around forever. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And they said, Rosie, we want to take you out to get something to eat. And I changed up. I came home, put my shorts on, and just chilling out a little bit. But I've been trying to put the content up. I did something about. I really enjoyed. I put up that video about chatting with. It's been really cool on YouTube that a lot of the people that were in TV now have channels on YouTube, and they do really great behind the scenes discussions of what it was like. And the first couples I stumbled upon a couple weeks ago had to do with the Waltons, and I thought it was very interesting to hear some of the behind the scenes. And I've commented on a few of Judy Norton's videos. She played Mary Ellen on the Waltons, and she gave me a heart. I was going to title my video Mary Ellen Walton gave me a heart. I always buffer the first couple minutes. Just refresh your connection, okay? I don't know what happens to Streamlabs. 5 minutes in, just refresh the connection. It should come up. Don't ask me why. I know that people that have iPhones, and how you doing, Leisure? I know people that have iPhones and things have had problem with flickering and things like that. I think it's the connectivity issue with YouTube, but Android to Android should be better. Android to Google should be the best of all. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Cyanide. How you doing, sweetie? Sometimes you just gotta kick it out. He went out and came back. I don't know what it is, Craig. It's so predictable. How long have I been streaming? 9 minutes. It seems like when it comes up to the 7-minute mark, every time I go live on Streamlabs, it does the same stupid, crappy thing. It cuts out for 30, 40 seconds, and then it ties in again. I didn't meter, but they have a lot of these stars have put up channels and things, and I think it's really cool to get some of the behind the scenes. She talks about each of the characters on the Waltons individually in videos. Ralph Waite, who played the father, and how he was, it was very interesting. She was talking about how he was an alcoholic in season 1. And they were filming into season 1, and they got the Thanksgiving episode or something like that. And she said he told her later, I sat at that table looking at all those young faces, and I thought, I'm portraying this family guy in the heart of the depression here, keeping the family together and all that. And in real life, I'm an alcoholic, right? And I think he even called himself a stumble bum too. And he gave up the booze at that point in time. You know, I was able to, I don't know what that means. I've never seen you in here before. All my content is under review, but my videos do use. I have no idea. I'm not even sure. Hey, RV Fat Cat, how you doing, babe? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it means. Content under review. No. Are you monetized? Are you monetized, Amelia? I just have difficulty reading the name. I have no concept. Hi, Dave. How you doing? So, under review, content under review, the channel under review. I don't know. I've been in here before. Okay, that's great. I'm not saying you didn't. You're welcome to be in here. Honest to goodness, I've never heard of content under review. If you're not even, and you're not even monetized, so I can't imagine what that means. I don't know if somebody could. I'm not sure. You know, but I could tell you. You know, if you worry about things, do what I did. I had to review 10,000 videos over 2 channels and remove over 4,000 videos. I sat down there for weeks and did about 300 videos a day, and just removing, went through. Missy Jen reviewed everything, and then I thought, okay, I'm good to go. That's great, Amelia. Well, I'm not sure, honey. I've never heard of things being under review. I don't know. It's strange, but then again, all of YouTube is really strange right now, right? It just seems like love your channel, like to listen. Oh, thank you, Bill. Thank you. Hi, Karina. The whole channel. So you never had any issues with YouTube. What do you upload, Amelia? What's the backbone of your content? Oh, because I wanted to be compliant with monetization, and it was a chance to remove all the old crap in there that could prevent me from. I wasn't worried about striking for community guidelines. I wanted to become compliant with monetization, so I had to really go through. It was painful. 300 a day, and viewing the whole thing, and gone through and checking it, and that's got to go, that's got to go, that's got to go, that's got to go. So it resulted in removing about 7 million views between the just the main channel. Love your audio repair. Oh, thank you, Nanny. I'm sorry that I don't understand a parody. They might be viewing it in a context of copyright, because they have. I don't know if you parody people that are monetized or have bigger channels, but they do have that new feature on YouTube now, where you have an extra tab on your dashboard that tells you copyright. And supposedly, this algorithm goes out and matches potential. I say potential because it's not a foolproof system. Potential matches to your copyright. And they give you a choice: do nothing, which I always do. I've proven to you I have people that have been using my content since 2013. I've never struck anybody on YouTube for any reason whatsoever. And the other option that they give you is to give a 7-day notice to take down. And the third option is take it down immediately and give it a strike. Everyone who's in my comments, positive things. Well, it might be that the YouTube algorithm, Amelia, has determined that there's such a match in what your channel's uploading compared to the original content creator, that they want to check it out and make sure that they don't have any liability for copyright matches. That's the only thing that I can think of. Now, you can get permission from the people you parody, like, let's say, for example, community guidelines. I don't know, but you told me you didn't know why it was under review. Did they pick out something specific? Hey, Laura, how you doing, sweetie? Well, give me a little. Thank you, Joey. Give me a little more background on what the what it said. Even asked. So, I'm missing one. I'm looking. I'm trying to figure my way through it. Sugarcane. I know Amelia is a nice person, and she wants to get some information here about community guidelines. You don't even strike me as the, from what I'm hearing other people say, is the kind of person that would put up anything that would be offensive in nature. They listed as 18 plus. You know, because I made my whole channel, it had an option, put your whole channel 18 plus, and that just ended it. Hi, Vicky. Trying to imagine that. Do you know her at all? I don't really think I do. It says content under review, pending review. Huh. She does make videos about Diane's channel, and they love her. Huh. Is she? So there's nothing negative that any of. I imagine you're talking about Diane and Wendy and Randy of Randy's life. Because I know that they're sometimes battling other people in other sectors of the drama community. Have you parodied anybody that's on the other side or anything? So strange. Is the Christian Dove? So it's really strange. Seems like a nice. Seems like a nice person. Hey, Rachel, how you been doing? How are you doing? Seeing if she could post any more information on the side. I put up some videos that weren't nice about about one person that was going at me. Assume then that person flagged you. If it's under community guidelines, they could have flagged under bullying and harassment. But because you haven't had a strike or anything like that, they probably want to just see the context of your channel. Very likely you won't get a probably you won't get a strike then. So, hey BB, how are you? Glad you're back to work. Sometimes you have to keep busy. I kept busy today. What did I do? I recorded 3 videos today. 3 videos today, and was bringing home the bacon. So yeah, I like to keep very, very busy. Yeah, Chuck's unless you use that extension, it doesn't really work real well. That Chrome extension on there. Yeah, no problem, Amelia. Good luck to you. The thing is, worst case scenario, YouTube gives you 4 strikes, right? So you might just get a throwaway, a warning shot, which you can always appeal, and they may or may not overturn it. So don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. You're welcome. Is that Nenny? You're welcome, Nenny. You are very, 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 very welcome. Did you enjoy going to work? Do you think there's a... You wouldn't think working in the back room of way back rooms in hospital environments wouldn't you would think that it wouldn't be a hotbed for drama, and all they were talking about today is who's porking who on the hospitalist staff and which head nurses. I'm like, hey, I know these people, Jeez. Steak dinner to celebrate. I had one tonight. I had one tonight. How's the smoke situation? It's awful here in Ione, California. It's gotten better today. We could actually have some. It actually warmed up a little bit with some 80% sunshine. Now there's 20% is still being filtered out, but at least you could see the sunlight today. It sure looks good. Oh, thank you, Karina. I appreciate that. Where you have women, there is drama. It is all women except one guy who's like a translator and does some Espanol and things like that. So doing better today. Yeah. The smoke is awful. Berg sent me a clip of a video of up in Seattle is claimed to have the worst air quality in the world. Dave says, I don't know where you get your energy. I'll tell you what, Dave. I grew up and I saw too many people just hit the chair, the greasy head chair back here. And once they stopped working, their lives kind of lost direction, and they looked forward to retirement so much, but they didn't plan what to do in retirement. So they end up watching TV, watching Fox News or CNN all day, and before you know it, they cash themselves out, right? Am I looking? Amelia, you're too cute. You are too cute. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming over to the channel. I have to say this. Things are going pretty good. Using this for live streams, I don't really keep them up long afterward. They don't really do anything to build the content of the channel at all. I would rather try to do 2 good uploads a day, just do a night live stream, and then the next day just give it to boot. It just, nobody watches it after the next day. So it keeps it content. Did anyone hit on you today? I can't say that, Susie, or I'll get annihilated on other chats, right? Who's Rosie kidding? The wig, right? I don't wear this when I'm in there. You guys are sweet. You guys are real sweet. We're struggling with the smoke and fire, but we should overcome. Ted Mack, just make sure you stay inside where you have as little outside air coming in, because the worst thing is all the black ash that is settled on everything outside here. It is terrible. Thank you, Amelia. Thank you very much. Yeah, thumbs up are appreciated. If we could race that up to 100 thumbs today, that would be awesome. It's been very eventful here on YouTube, as you guys know. A lot of stuff has been going down on YouTube lately. So the biggest risk to me is I kind of fall behind on what's going on on the daily. The raise on the first day. Gun mod dude says, I'd say that less than 50% of people who hit 65 are able to continue work. It depends what you're doing. If you're a mason and you're laying bricks all day, doing stonework, your knees are going to wear out. If you're a framing carpenter, and I don't care if you're using a Bosch nail gun or swinging, as I used to do, the old framing hammer, your hands are going to wear out by the time you're 50, 55 years. You don't see any old framing carpenters. All right. So it depends what work you're doing physically. So, oh, Blackhearted, you're sweet. Nice to see you. Good to see you tonight. Even your poor dog is suffering, I can imagine. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. So, uh, Black-hearted, I was riding into work. I was listening to Diane and Diane's chat today. Wow. I saw your name rolling by in the, I don't know whether it was in Diane's or the other gal or something in there. Wow, what a shitstorm, you know. Know a lot over 65 that work. Yeah, your knees are rough from being a cook, exactly. People that work on factory jobs that stood on concrete floors, and they learned this over the years in industrial safety, that you cannot stand on just concrete floors without having some kind of padding on the floor, because it's very destructive of your legs. Yeah, become an electrician, we last forever. Yeah, unless you, did you ever see that video P2E called Donnie's Journey or something like that, about the guy that got arced out on that big panel and almost lost his life on that? I remember the boss used to put on the big silver suit with the smoke glass cover whenever you're pulling the big big breakers on the big panels of you know, at a petroleum factory or something like that. Very dangerous. Hello, Space Bunny. Very dense. My mom and dad's tell $75. Yeah. Feet can be a mess from retail. Yeah. Yeah. Ocean Shores, Washington looks pretty cool. That's the place that has the big shark. It's the gift shop. You walk through the shark's mouth or something like that. I think I remember that. Yeah, I worked when I worked at Western Electric over the summer. When I worked at damn 5 a.m., you had to punch the clock at 5 a.m. And I remember standing on that concrete floor with those big wire wrapping that would wrap 100 twisted pair cable into one big cable and stuff. What a pain in the ass that was. Ass is a mess for the desk job. So many big rubber padded rugs for the sporting goods. Exactly. Sharky's gift shop. That's it. Arc blasts are no joke. There's now called NFPA 7 about mitigation of electrical hazards. Let me open up another browser, and they actually had the footage of this guy. Let me see if I can find this. I think it's called Donnie's Story. Let me see if I can find this thing. Let me see if I can find this. This guy got Donnie's accident story. Yeah, I'm trying to find a to help promote sharing my experience during and after. Let me just copy this thing. I don't want to violate any, but this came out in August of 2014. And when you're like P2E and you're working in, I don't know if P2E works in an industrial environment or not, but this is, when you're walking around extremely high voltages, under high load amperages and things, there's a guy, you can actually see him, he's working in a panel room, and he gets that thing arced out on him, and man, it's like he almost exploded on that thing. I couldn't even believe it. And I got diagnosed with MS and needed to move to get medical care. Well, God bless you. You know, Missy Jen was one of the early pioneer users of the Ocrevus therapy for that, and it really helped to at least slow the descent to primary progressive multiple sclerosis, which is the worst diagnosis that you can have. And she had an amazing outcome. And I always consider myself blessed that I was a part of her journey from the very beginning on that. Real default. Oh man, you've seen it happen real time. Yeah, it's terrible. I've been lucky to work my medical desk job from home for 15 years. Well, it's kind of, things have to be done in a hospital setting too, because they're on the fly. You know, you got to be there when somebody rushes in and says, you know, we need emergency insurance clearance to do this ICD-10 code S705.6X or something like that. You've got to blow that through the system. How you doing, Scottish? Been in Nuke Shipyard, Subway, DC Battery, and 1.5 volts to near 500,000. Yeah, the boss. My friend, the boss. He's an industrial electrician, and he worked at a petroleum refinery, and there's always very high voltages and things. The worst part of his job was, you know, he had a team of apprentices, and he always hated the apprentices that got assigned to him because they were always family people and had kids and stuff. So he would take it upon himself to climb all the way up to the towers where they put the warning lights for aircraft on that while carrying. You know, when they had to run new cables up, you'd have to have it on your shoulder and climb up the ladder like 300 feet or something like that. Man, he hated that. Yeah, Jen was dancing. How you doing, Robert? Refineries, computer rooms, all of that kind of crap. Look it up. It's called Ocrevus. It's by Genentech. And what it actually does is it strips your body of the B cells, which is actually what stimulates attack of the stripping off of the nerve coverings on the axons and dendrons or whatever that creates the short circuits that can't be controlled. This actually slows that progression, and even though it leaves you with a somewhat compromised immune system, I never really knew Missy Jen to ever have one sickness in the whole time that she was here. Oh, there you go, Golden State. Best easy on the body job was sitting at my desk in a cubicle. Yares. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Yeah. So, thank you. I just pulled this out because it's kind of warm again here. Oh, look it up. Thank you. Yeah, primary progressive. I'm going to spell it out on the side here. That's what I believe that it's called. And I want to tell you what, when Missy Jen came here, she never even revealed to me until we had a, you know, she told me one day, we used to chat on Google, and she had done uploads for years, and I never knew she had any issues. She never talked about it. She never elicited sympathy. She never shared any of her journey, but she came on one day, and all of a sudden I see her in a power wheelchair. And I didn't say anything. I always like to give everybody their complete say, and she told me this may make a difference in how you feel about me because I have primary progressive multiple sclerosis, and the prognosis is not great. So, and you know me, I said, and, you know, I said, and I'll see you Sunday, you know. Death and taxes, yeah. So I always admired Missy Jen for that. She was a warrior, you know. She got stricken on the factory floor and had to be carried out of the factory where she worked. A lot of things I admire about Missy Jen. Number one, she was in the Bible Belt, you know, below Kansas City, working in a factory in Clinton, Missouri. And 300 people on 3 shifts worked that factory or something. And she had been gone for gender counseling and things. And she finally got her, used to have a letter. You used to have a letter from your psychologist or psychiatrist and things that you're good to go for transitioning. We all, in the old days, used to go through this. And can you imagine walking into that boss's office and popping that letter down on the table and knowing when you walk out that door, by the time you hit the exit door, she wasn't fired or anything. They were very accommodating. But by the next day, everybody on every shift of that factory knew exactly what was coming down. And the strange thing is, when she would walk down the aisle at work, half the people would turn their backs to her and stuff. She had a tremendous amount, has a tremendous amount of courage. What she went through and was able to do her therapy, then go to Pennsylvania and get her transitional surgery done and everything like that. So admire her, of course. And I always tried to treat Jen with respect and kid gloves and help her every aspect I could. And I thought coming to California would get her into the UCSF medical system or possibly Stanford University, which would put her in one of the top 5 medical systems in the country, and it worked out beautifully. So, hey PD, just got off work and here I loved your video about AdSense and Terminate. Thank you, great information there. People got to know that. People got to know that. It's damn strong. Which is one reason I'm always saddened when things are put up about Missy Jen and things like that, because I wonder if those people that put them up could have lasted 1 day or could last 1 day walking in her shoes. We always focus on the one negative thing, or the attention gathered, the shock value, but we never focus on the totality of the human being. Here's a person that never spoke a negative word about anybody on YouTube, and was as gentle a soul as you would ever want to find, and still lucky I am. We communicate every single day. Yeah. So I'm very happy. Hey, super evil. So I'm really happy for Jen. I'm glad that she's still in my life, and she always will be. We will always be solid sisters. She has sent me continuous messages about the smoke and staying safe, and she's still tied into the alert system here in the county, making sure that I got this notice, that notice, and all that. Cyanide said, I was tickled when I watched your AdSense video. One account for life. It's a pretty good system that they've developed. Okay, it's a pretty good system that they have developed, because if they don't get you one way, they get you another way, which I thought was pretty clever by design. If you evade the system and you go and build up channels, and then you have to report into AdSense, and they immediately see that connected channels were terminated, and boom. So it's very few people know that process. Less people know that when you get terminated, you don't get your money from the month before. You don't get anything. Okay, it's all, your balance is zeroed out on YouTube. Now, I will repeat again, when it comes to the man in the can, it's insignificant. It doesn't matter to me whether it comes back. Doesn't affect my life. There's too much time has gone by now. It's a channel I haven't chosen to watch for the better part of 6 months. But I'm just saying, there's the information. And that's why you have to be careful with your AdSense and other things. Good morning today. Well, Cheryl, you're a wonderful sister. Yep. In my government job, they couldn't even ask why you called in sick. Yeah, Queen of the Rancho. Hey, Eddie, I believe it's a good one because it'll keep you on your toes to always do the right thing. And I think I've certainly learned my lesson the hard way over the years. And once lost, because that's the big grabber, is AdSense. Because once you lose that ability, you come back and think, man, once I get to 1,000 subs and I get my watch hours, I'm in the money. I'm in the money. Do, 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 do. And then wham! The hammer drops down, right? The hammer drops down. So you should experience my cat Amigo for a week. What is your cat Amigo like? I like cats. It is what it is. Well, you know, Cheryl, I love you to pieces, honey, and I know you've shared quite a few things that you're able to share with me on YouTube and things, and God bless. Yeah, if you have any questions about that AdSense or anything about YouTube, we just have an open chat tonight, so I don't want to focus on the man. If you have any general questions about anything at all. Thank God for that hammer. That's the great leveler. Yeah, and you know, because I have a channel, it's called rosieokelly.com, and I used to write a blog very rigorously, but then I stopped doing it. But if you start to develop a blog, cooking blog or something, and if you get it big enough, then you get advertising put on it, your AdSense works on that too. So it's something that it's even more important that you take care of that. That's like the Ark of the Covenant, right? That's the nuts of the operation right there, if you pardon the expression. Okay, because if you're a money grabber, you're always going to be a money grabber, but then the ability to do that gets taken away. Amigo Bandito, I even got an award for no days missed. You know, Golden State, I never missed a day of school and I never missed a day of work. Ever. 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 Seemed like every time I had measles, mumps, chicken pox, it was always in the heart of the summertime. He will tart you. I was on Paris and anyone could report you and get kicked off as the same. I lasted on Periscope. I lasted on Periscope for about 1 week. And all I saw on Periscope was some of the most hateful commentaries and stuff. I remember one time we were driving down to Missy Jen, one of her doctor appointments. She would go twice a year. And I was listening to one of the people in the YouTube community on there, and I'll tell you, my wig almost flew off on the highway, right? And I told Jen, because I'd uploaded something on Periscope, and I hit the close account and ran for the hills. I'm having just a whiskey choocher over here and cleaning up my shop. Okay. The thing is, starting YouTube does not want to do all that work, and anyone can flag you. But remember, hey, Hot Frog, even if people flag you, guess what? This was told to me when I was working to try to get my channel back, which thank God I succeeded in doing. Doesn't matter how many flags people drop on you. This thing gets reviewed one time, and it either violated or it didn't violate YouTube policy. And once it's either adult rated or passes the review muster, it will never be reviewed again, because it'll have a little tick mark saying that YouTube already reviewed the the video. Good vibes, good vibes. So I wouldn't hesitate to do a channel. I'm not. A lot of people think they have to put themselves on the channel and have a face present. They don't. Tess cooks for you. She's a silver button member. Comes in my chat. I don't have no idea what she looks like. She's got over 125,000 subscribers, right? You don't have to be on camera. I don't know what mouse toes looks like, right? Don't have to be on camera. Okay, you can do your content. You can do any of that stuff. Yep. Hey, McGreg, how you doing? MN Greg, nice to see you. So I wouldn't be dissuaded from doing that. We got Sprinter NZ. You all know NZ Sprinter. He has a Sprinter van down in New Zealand. And he was like, I was thinking about starting a YouTube channel, but I don't know. And I told him, hey, dude, you don't ever have to be on camera. Just show people the beauty of New Zealand. Show people your Sprinter van. Take people out places. Do some cinematic travel videos and stuff. And people love travel videos and all that kind of stuff. Oh, I've gone through, Petey, I've gone through the mill. I've gone through the mill several times. Okay, till I finally learned my lesson and straightened up my act. So I said, never again, never again. The thing that really helped me though was when I lost the monetization. That really made me go through every single video with a fine-tooth comb, and just, I was throwing them out by the bushel basket, kaboom, boom. Oh, this one had, 250,000 views. Don't matter. Get it out of here. This one, forget it. Gone. Boom. You're welcome, Rachel. Yeah. Where's Mouse Toes? Mouse Toes has been around. She's, I think she's working. She's working some too. So, but that AdSense is really the Ark of the Covenant, and it's Google Corporation's fail-safe thing. Now, some people will, well, just create another AdSense account. It's extraordinarily difficult. Okay, if any of your biographical information, date of birth, blah, 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 or you got to put a social security number in and attach it. And if any of that stuff kicks out and if you choose to put it in somebody else's name or social security number, and they get the 1099 form and they just decide, you know what, I think I'll just keep this money. In other words, you got huge headaches, okay? You ever seen those movies? There was a movie once called The Cube, where they had all these electric laser beams or whatever, and if you crossed one, it sawed your hand off or something. To get through that maze and not be detected is the equivalent of walking through that laser field with all these lasers coming from 40 different directions, okay? It's a daunting proposition to try to go through that. Yeah, you could probably call J.G. Wentworth, but I don't know if you would go too far through the vetting process for your. Yeah, The Cube was one of the weirdest movies I ever saw. At times, it was shocking to me. But I thought to myself, that's the exact analogy of trying to run the gauntlet of being what I call an outlaw on YouTube. It's so extraordinarily difficult as to almost be virtually impossible. So, Cube series was surprising. There were a few sequels. Yeah, I didn't see the sequels, but the original movie just blew me away. I was like, wow, it just shows you a good story. No cooking tonight. I was working today, Tamuchi. I'm not sure what the cooking schedule is going to look like going forward here. As I told you guys months ago, starting in April and May, when I started telling people I'm going to be going more towards recorded content. We're still going to have hangouts and things like that for sure. But I'm doing an experiment here this summer and into fall just to test things out a little bit. Does the long form get looked at more than the hit? It depends which thing on the long form. If it's child endangerment or something like that, or total nudity or something, it usually they'll check that out. But there's a risk to the striker that if it's not anything even remotely strikeable, then they can be struck themselves. So you knew who could make it through the Cube. I bet every one of those Baltimore Clippers, baby. And two sequels. Yeah, it's it's a daunting process to go through the hoops. You know, when you sign up for AdSense, they give you a PIN number, and you have to, having accounts and then trying to tie them into AdSense is some of the laser tripwires, that are in there. Bzz. And before you know it, bzz, your head is just cut right off. So it's a difficult. It's very hard to bring channels back. Very, very hard. I've done it multiple times. I could probably do it again, but I wouldn't want to try to do it today. It's too difficult. But can it be done? Yeah, it can be done. That girl obsessing over prime numbers get my OCD going. You need to go to work for YouTube. You already already trained. You know why I'm trained? Because I'm stupid, Petey. That's why. Because I'm stupid. It took me about 4 years, 5 years to read the terms and conditions of YouTube, and I was like, woo! Really? You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. And it's not trained. It's total and 100% complete stupidity on my part. Okay, not understanding the gift you get with YouTube. But once lost, it cannot be regained. Look up Grizzly Man. Stupid. Well, you know what I'm saying, Petey. It was, hey, there's mouse toes. It sure tasted good, Golden State. I had myself a grilled cheese sandwich today. I went shopping today. They rearranged the whole damn grocery store too. That was pretty weird. Where in the hell is it? Where's my cheap coffee? Because I always get accused of drinking the cheap coffee or whatever. So it's always good to see you, Mouse Toes. Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. We were speaking about you earlier, but honest to goodness, I was stupid. I did really stupid stuff, and I really learned my lesson. And this was April. The monetization came back from January, February, March. Was just, yeah, come back. Was that right? Did it come back April? I don't even know. But it was like 3 months of sitting down reviewing every single video. Brutal. You don't think that's painful to toss out all those, 7 million views or whatever? But what do you value more, being here or or not? The long form is maybe somebody can put a link to that. Nick NNNLC Arc Lighting or something like that has a video that tells you how to long form. And if you guys are enjoying the chat, thumbs up or appreciate it. If you would give a thumbs up, that would be great. Rosie, if I seen you passing, I would be so shy to say hello. Why is that, Bill? I'd probably say hello to you first. I'd probably be yakking to you like John Candy in Family Vacation. Oh, how you doing? I'm easygoing. I'm not. Yeah, you can click for more and stuff like. It's all contained within the flagging and reporting right there. So honestly, I've never struck anybody on YouTube. Just me, but it is what it is. So you know, I figure there's enough going on out there and everything else. So, and you know, I've tried to get myself straightened up and flying right. You know, that helps a bit. Helps a bit too. Who's ready for a beer? Damn, these things get bigger all the time. La doo 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 doo, and you need cash now. Oh, G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now. Boo 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 boo, and you need cash now. God, I didn't have a darn thing to eat today. I had to go to the grocery store. I'd start breakdancing or do the hucklebuckle. There you go. Grilled cheese and homemade tomato soup. That's a nice combination, isn't it? So that, it's why I put the AdSense ad. It also serves as maybe a little bit of, you know, if I can save anybody the pain that I went through and all that crap, then that's a good thing. But you really got to be, you know, I would rather be whacked on YouTube than to have the AdSense loss, because that's, at least you have some hope of developing something else on the website that you could potentially monetize. Oh, thank you, Hipster. Nice to see you, honey. Hipster must be dancing the two-step these days. What was it? Hipster, you have to modify. She used to have a saying about felon, or you can't swing a cat by its tail without hitting felon. You have to modify it now, Hipster. People been dropping like flies. Yeah, beer on whiskey, very risky. Special dedication to your mods tonight. Opera bus, please. Yeah, I think my mods are just going to have to take it. Okay, I hate to say that. I'll probably lose some tonight. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see. You guys know I love I like the stage one. I love that. These guys are going to mutiny, man. I'm going to be alone in here tonight. They hate this thing. I'll probably be recruiting new mods. Let's see. J.G. Wentworth. Let's see. All right, here we go. Don't hate me, Cheryl. Don't hate me.
Annuity, but I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now.
They'll help you. I love this guy with the horns.
Sum of cash they will pay to you. If you get long-term payments, but you need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now. 877 cash now. 877 cash now.
It's your money.
Use it when you need it.
I love that guy. But I tell you, I like the opera one better.
I have a structured settlement and I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. I have an annuity, but I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now. They have thousands, they'll help you too. One lump sum of cash they will pay to you. If you get long-term payments, but you need cash now. J.G. Wentworth.
This is so creative.
877 cash now. 877 cash now. 877 cash now.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now.
877 cars for kids. Call 877 cars for kids. 877. No, what did we do wrong, right? Sorry about that. I just love that. I love that J.G. Wentworth was some of the most creative commercials that I ever saw. Just absolutely, I like that. It's like you can be creative, and I'm still remembering that. And I haven't seen a J.G. Wentworth commercial in 10 years, and that's still stuck with me. Got to call 877 cash now. I'm gonna have nightmares. But that's playing. You don't have to do that, Cinnamon, but it's, I can't say anything about that, but that would be a TOS violation on there. So, do the Baltimore cheer song. Okay, let's see if we can fire this up. I should get this, I don't know why this speaker's not working. God, I'm so cheap. Maybe I'll be able to earn some money and spend some money, right? Get a decent computer. Let's see. My mods are gonna crucify me. All right, here we go. Get ready, guys. When you Baltimore Clippers, when you Clippers from Baltimore, thank you Baltimore Clippers. Face some fight for that Baltimore score. Defensemen, forwards, and goalies will win without a doubt. For Baltimore and Maryland, every Clipper fan will shout, fight, fight, fight. When you Baltimore Clippers, when you Clippers from Baltimore, thank you Baltimore. You know what comes next. Take it up a half step. Score, score. Man, they're flying all over tonight. We'll win without a doubt. For Baltimore and Maryland, this is your part. One more half step, get ready. Big finish. When you Baltimore Clippers, when you Clippers from Baltimore, thank you Baltimore Clippers, and score, score, score. I love that. I loved AHL hockey, man. It was so cheap. It's so much fun. Oh, man, you guys are killing my mods tonight. There go my moderators tonight. That's it. Puts everyone in a good mood. Yeah. Fight, fight, fight. Score, score, score. Yeah. We need a laugh these days. We need some laughs for sure. It's been a horrible summer, and to be honest with you guys, I'm a very optimistic person by nature, but I'm looking down the barrel at fall, and I'm not really liking what I'm seeing, but I'm going to make the best I can out of it, especially Halloween, carving my own homegrown pumpkins. Now, how many people can say that? In the city of Santa Rosa, in the heart of the ghetto. Hey North, how you doing? Makes me want to drink. Hemlock, do you see what my moderators put up with in this chat? Do you wonder why I try to tip them out when I can? I mean, times are lean September, but you guys know I love my moderators on this channel. Thank you, Bill M. Thank you, Bill M. with a $10 super sticker. Thank you, Bill. Yeah, we try to keep the chat over here. Thank you very much, Bill M. Much appreciated. My daughter was in the Ravens marching band for quite a while. Wonderful. Wonderful. And I believe the Ravens and the Cleveland Browns open it up tomorrow. So it should be interesting. Thank you, Bill. Oh, thank you, North. Thank you. JG is completely blamed on Hot Frog. We love it in you. Well, thank you, Scottish Sarah, and you're very sweet. The moderators here are the best in the business. I love them to pieces. The Jack-o'-lanterns, yeah, I'm going to have to, October's going to be great. Tara, San Diego, Mr. Z, Monkey Boy, yeah. People. Jen's like, I love the Clippers song, even with a headache. Yep. We're gonna have back Hop Frog in the studio, played on a loop for him. Go Browns! Yeah. Thank you, Bill. That was very, very sweet. So I think Clemson's the college team to beat. They already picked #1. Remember, the ACC is Pac-12's not even playing this year. I don't know how things are going to work out with the football season. Not a lot of people care about baseball this year, so we'll see. The Raiders are opening up with no fans in the stadium, and it's weird. And interesting today, just as an aside, I saw that Wynn is suing the people that caused the melee in the Encore down in the lobby area there. They're suing all those people for damages. I mean, they're playing for keeps. And in their statement, they said this Labor Day weekend did more damage to the reputation of Las Vegas than any COVID-19 or anything before. When people saw those videos with those thugs on the street and stuff like that. Hey Amy, how are you, honey? Yeah, we're in the mode. We're in the mode tonight. We're just hanging out a little bit. I returned to the work world today, 2:30 till about 2:30 till about what it was, 6:45, 6:30, something like that. I don't know. Just a few hours, just kind of a get acquainted, kind of a get acquainted deal. So we're not playing out here. I don't know how anybody could play football in the West anyway right now with what's going on and what's a ghost town. Hey man, I'm not. It's one thing to read about it in the paper, but then when you go on YouTube and you see the characters on the street there in Vegas and the thugs in the hotels and things like that with zero manners, just totally out of control, drunk, and oh my God. Georgia, Georgia, ooh, maybe we got there, no. I've always been kind of I love my Cal Bears, but I've always kind of liked the Crimson Tide too. Down there, they always had excellence in football. So that really surprised. Big Ten is revolting. May still play football this year. Well, I don't blame them. I mean, we need some normalcy. I don't want any kids to get sick. You know, football is a different thing than baseball. Has automatic kind of social distancing built into it, but football, man, it's right there. You know, loves Missy Jan laugh. Hey, I'm on it. Yeah, work. I went back to work. The ranks of the hospital back offices in our area here, from Sacramento to through Fairfield and Vacaville and Solano and Sonoma County, have been racked by deaths and people leaving because of the risk of viruses and stuff. So I got the call the other night, went down and discussed it, and I'm going to do what I can to try to help out. So, yeah, the Big Orange of Tennessee. Once I knew a girl on Rocky Top. Jacqueline, how you doing, sweetie pie? I appreciate a good football game too. I don't really care. I don't really care who's playing, but you know, it's like Birds. Why is Rosie obsessed with Las Vegas? Because I think it's a fascinating place to study. That's why. I just want to keep a close watch on what goes on down there because it has a lot of economic. It's clear to see the economic forces at work, like the laws of supply and demand, the invisible hands down there, and all that. College athletes aren't going to be affected by the bug. Good luck with going back. Oh, I'm not going back on. I'm not going back every day. I'm going to try to work about 15 to 20 hours a week. It may take me a week to a month to transition to the point where I can move more stuff. I'm going to see if I can move some things remotely. There's going to be some overnights too, so keep you busy and I need the wallet padded. Who's your favorite college team? I always like my Cal Bears, um, just because of my daughters went there, and I went to a lot of football games down there. I took you guys around the pregame frat parties on YouTube videos of that. I did my morning dressed as a Cal cheerleader. Um, but I've always liked the style of the Alabama Crimson Tide to produce such consistency in football. Of course, I've always enjoyed Notre Dame. I think there's a tradition there in Notre Dame Navy. Growing up in Maryland, Navy football was a huge thing. Oh, Jacqueline, you're sweet. Yeah, Las Vegas is a lot of fun. But I didn't have fun last time. Okay, I had fun with Mr. Z and Monkey Boy, but the streets were harrowing down there. The streets were harrowing. Okay, we always have a good time when we're chooching around that area, but if you guys go back and listen to my streams and listen to my post Vegas discussions the next day, you'll hear me explicitly talking about how the whole dynamic of Vegas changed between March and August. It was like somebody just threw a switch, and it was like just L.A. gangbangers moved into L.A. It was shocking. I learned how to use a power washer and table saw this past week. So fun. Oh, that's good. Be careful with the power saw. Okay, table saw. Be careful. Always use a little pusher block or something on there. Okay. The Penn State. Yeah. Yeah. Be careful with that. Do you see about that girl from the Slovenia? I don't know whether she lived in UK or something. She cut her own arm off to try to gain insurance money. Did you see that story? She literally took a radial saw, which I use, and just cut her hand off. You don't think we're in weird times? Of course, she got caught out because her stupid boyfriend was searching prosthetic hands in the internet the day before. See, that's what I mean. People, you're not smart enough for professional investigators. Sybil, what's up, Janet? How you doing? What's up, girl? That's sick. Yeah, did you hear that? You know, I mean that's like the GD craziest thing I've heard. Where in the heck is that? It's I don't like the Guardian. Where in the hell that is? Daily Star. It's all kinds of weird stuff. Yeah, a woman who cut off her own hand was saw an insurance scam. Julia Aledics from Ljubljana, Slovenia, will be serving time behind bars after an insurance scam was uncovered by police after she chopped off her own hand in an effort to claim almost £1 million in insurance. Um, used a circular saw to carve off her left hand from above the wrist and left the body part at home when she dashed to the hospital, ensuring that it would not be possible to reattach. Then she tried to claim £925,000, claiming it was an accident. Well, they figured it out. Her boyfriend searched online information about an artificial hand the day before the incident in 2019. Can you imagine? Police said she purposely left her severed hand at home when she went to the hospital to ensure it would have decayed to the point it couldn't be reattached, and ensuring that she would be permanently disabled. Well, they did return it to the hospital in time for it to be successfully reattached. But god darn, man. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I mean, just a horror show just to look at the news. Uh, just a horror show to look at the news these days. It's really bad. Police release photo of woman who stripped naked and used dildo in sex shop. God darn. Like you couldn't wait till you get home? Jeez. God. Fights breaking out on easy jet flights. I mean, just it's crazy, man. Just insane. RAF jets scrambled as Russian aircraft enter UK airspace. Jeez. Iran executes a champion wrestler. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, somebody left a comment. Looks like she didn't get her hand out. How close is the fire to me? Which one of them? I would say the closest fire to me is probably maybe 100 miles. I don't know how contained we are right close. We're in pretty good shape. Things are clearing up right now, but it's still very early. Hi, Celeste. Yeah, there's a lot of punks out there. Imagine walking past that window. I'll tell you, every day, you know, and people call me a freak. You know what I mean? Sounds like a dog loose in the street. Back in the day, Oilfield John, the exact which finger is his worth, so you can always spot a chain dragger by missing fingers. Yeah. I don't know why the people are, I guess I couldn't do it. I'm not going to run a radial saw all over somebody's hand. I don't know. But can you understand? Now you're in jail for 3 years, right? And you got this hand which you may or may not ever get use of again. It's insane. It's just, you know, that's what I tell you. The cops' jobs are almost too easy these days. The motivations, all you have to do is look for the motive. Yeah, while we're reattaching your hand, we'll see you when you get out of surgery and in the recovery room. We got a few questions for you. Do you have any insurance to indemnify against this type of accident? Yeah, I took out 3 different policies. 3? I mean, you're gone. Okay, we'd like to just impound your computer and check it and everything. Fixing to say hi again. Good to see you, Celeste. Hope you're doing well, honey. She vlogged the performance. Good Lord. Good night, Hop Frog. Take care. So, beware of attack squirrels. You like that, Dave? I got to keep an eye on wildlife. I don't know what a squirrel's going to do. Next thing you know, that thing can charge you, go up your leg, it's up your drawers, and that's not an acorn nut. Yeah, remember that scene from Casino when they told the guy, look, you can either walk out with the money. I don't know what they said, or we're just going to, or else, I don't know what the alternative is. I can't remember exactly how that worked. I'd love to. Well, I'd love to work as a detective these days in law enforcement. Yeah, I can put finger in Wendy's. Yeah, she was right down the hill. She was right down in San Jose. The Wendy's chili gal. Yeah, she went to. I never had any kind of chili or anything at Wendy's again, man. I just had nightmares about that. It's the hand of glory. What's up, Buff? How you doing tonight? We're just seeing if we can gross out ourselves. I'm doing good, Buff. Thank you. I hope you're doing well too. We've done a little singing tonight, telling everybody about being back in the workforce part time, which has been very interesting stuff. Actually, very common. Let's see. Alan Gold. Biden will quit for health. Kamala gets it. Oh man, I don't know. I don't want to talk politics. People bounce out whenever we go down the political road. Let's just say when it comes time for voting, each of us just goes in and pulls the lever that we want. I keep forgetting I have jury duty that I deferred. I didn't want to go in April because of cornholio, so I got, oh God. Jury duty. I'm dreading that. Chinatown with Jack Nicholson? Yeah. Chinatown with Jack Nicholson. Don't get me started. I can cross you all out. Yes. What you could possibly get. I don't even want to think about that. I don't even want to think about that. Necrophilia and all that's just. It's just too. It's too far beyond the pale of real visualization. You know. I guess that falls under the category if you're desperate or depraved enough to do something like that, then wow, I don't know. So, I mean, just go in there the first day and tell them you already think that they are guilty. I don't think I ever had Wendy's chili. I'm not much of a chili kind of person. I usually like to just get a burger, a couple burgers, and that's it. You gonna be on for a while? Yeah, I'm gonna be on for a while, Petey. At least another hour tonight. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Finally, I'm able to breathe. You can hear I'm not clearing my throat all the time. I'm finally starting to be able to breathe around here again. It is a mental issue. There are too many mental issues. Should have never postponed jury duty, would have been dismissed. Well, that ship already sailed, Janet. That's just my luck. So, okay, let's all take a vote. Guilty. Guilty, you mofo! I'm going to give an impassioned jury room like 10 Angry Men or whatever the hell that movie was called. It's probably the best thing that Henry Fonda ever did. Jack Klugman. Just tell him you have a bad case of hemorrhoids and can't sit for long periods of time. I don't know. One time I mentioned to the boss, I hate jury duty, but that's your... He went off on me. That's your constitutional obligation to don't talk like that, you know. And okay, boss. I guess I was used to jury duty in Baltimore. You can imagine that. It's like, you did what? How many times did you do that to her? Yeah, I beat it with that stick. Yeah, he's got to split that head down the middle, man. She was giving me a lot of crap on up there by Patterson Park, man. I split her skull open. So what do you think about that? And I'll do it again. Yeah, punch hole. Well, you know what I'm saying, Golden State. I grew up in the days when you had the voting machine that you pulled the handle, the curtain closed, and you clicked, and then it opened, it registered them. I'm demented tonight. I always told him I couldn't leave my kids. It wouldn't work again. Yeah, blink your eyes a lot and slide. I always say give that mug shot. You ever see how many mug shots they have their mouth open? I want to tell you, this is a warning sign, a visual identifier of problem. When you see somebody that's kind of droopy-eyed, yes, I'm telling you, that mouth open is a major, that should telegraph tremendous warnings to you when you see somebody like that. Yeah, yeah, we'll see how it goes. You know, I'm not going to try to bail out of it. The boss really shamed me. You know, he really went at me. Yeah, they might throw you a donut to to sit on. Exactly. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better. I'm just telling you, beware. Whenever Senator Barbara Mikulski from Baltimore, she was like the longest serving, her and Feinstein were like the longest serving senators. Whenever they took pictures in the Senate, they always had to tell her to stand up, and she'd say, I am standing. She was like as tall as my mother, right? And every picture you ever saw of her, her mouth was open. Cry Wolf, thank you. 1999 from Cry Wolf. Good evening, Rosie. Looking beautiful as always. Enjoying the stream while painting my kitchen. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, if we could get those thumbs up to 100. Thank you, Cry Wolf. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Let's give Cry Wolf a big painting shake there. Shake, little earthquake for Cry Wolf. You know, Cry Wolf, you just triggered a memory for me. Back in 2011, when I was gutting the kitchen,
Good evening, Rosie, looking beautiful as always. Enjoying the stream while painting my kitchen. Get them thumbs up if you're also enjoying the stream.
Listening to, I don't know who the New York Giants were playing. It's like playoff games, and just thinking, man, this job is never going to have an end. But of course it always does. Thank you, Cry Wolf. Very sweet of you. Yeah, trust they'll send you home the first day, huh? Good. Send you home that first day. I'm glad I was excused from my last. I was a grandfather accused of molesting his 5-year-old granddaughter. Yeah. I guess what, you were a government employee or something like that, Golden State, so you were automatically like they'll probably just stick me on just for interest alone. Yeah? Yeah? You're very interesting, Rosie. So that little pill I take every day, you know, the one for crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so low. Yes, I'm crazy. Crazy for feeling. Hey, Ron, long time no see. Ron Stoudinger. What's up, Ron? Where you been? I thought you got COVID eliminated, man. Good to see you in the chat. We're just hanging out on a Saturday night. Just hanging out. Just recounting my first day at work and everything else. Good night, Susie. Good night, babe. Love you too, honey. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm pro chemical castration. I think that could benefit somebody else in the community. That probably could be the best thing that ever happens. Would be a chemical type castration or something like that. It might help focus in life. A lot of anxiety, want me to enjoy. They was judging me. That's all right. You know your limitations and everything. Nothing wrong with that. Your honesty would actually be appreciated in a selection panel. I just don't want to get in some case that's gonna run all through the holidays and all that. Some crazy white collar crime with all kinds of open books, and let's look at the ledger from February 12th, 2018. If we go down and scroll down the asset column, we can see an erasure of credit to the cash account. Jury trial, you have more chances to be found. It wouldn't work for that, so you have to have testicles. Free hotels and meals, I know, but I'm prohibited from talking about the case, right? That's what would really suck if you're what do they call it? You're a sequestered jury or something like that. They could stick you in there. They could stick you in there forever and ever. It's a long time. I'm crazy for feeling those two. Man, karma has certainly been ripping through YouTube, hasn't it? I was just thinking today, riding down the road, what has transpired in the last 30 days has been phenomenal. Just absolutely phenomenal. I don't know who did the parody using Goodfellas when they were taking the guys out, right? I don't know nothing. I'm sick, Yeah. When the cops are raiding. Okay, Ron, thank you. I appreciate that. They're playing that music. Do 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 do. By the time they found Tommy Carboni, it took 2 days to thaw him out. Do do do. Da 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 da. Bum bum bum. Do 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 do. It's Mari. Let's not whack Mari tonight. Yeah. It's probably my two favorite gangster movies, Casino and Goodfellas. Goodfellas was just, the pacing on Goodfellas was just incredible. Just incredible. Karma has been something, hadn't it? Hadn't it, Scottish? It's the thing that surprised me. I'm riding down the road today and I'm thinking, wow, the toll of, the Boyd really is disintegrating, right? Seeing Rosie sitting in a jury box. If you're the defendant, it could be a good day for you. As I listen intently. Yeah. I'm just thinking, she seems really nice. I'm going to believe everything that she said. Yeah, got till December 24th. Lots of time. Forever blowing bubbles. Goodfellas is just an amazing, I've always said before, there's some things that make movies great. Great story. Okay, that's the heart of it all. Some things are noted for great cinematography, like Gone with the Wind and Citizen Kane or Lawrence of Arabia or Apocalypse Now, just the way they frame up scenes and things like that. But another thing is pacing, how the movie moves along. And at no point in time when you're watching Casino or you're watching Goodfellas, do you ever feel for an instant that anything is dragging along in that? Very well paced. Karma's only a bitch if you are. I mean, no parts available. I bet that movie was great. It was just great casting. Great storyline based on a true story. The Lufthansa heist at JFK. You got to give it to Scorsese, Martin Scorsese. His Italian really shows through. I mean, his direction is phenomenal. Raising Arizona was another. Anything with the Coen brothers, right? Good pacing. Raising Arizona, kooky characters that you thought that they would have come out of Boyd, like Rosie O'Kelly and Where's the Baby, right? Hey Teeny, how are you? Band of brother, are you a good bitch or a bad bitch? Yeah, Ice Maker Broken. It was a sketch. If we could get it replaced, yeah. I'm lucky mine's still hanging in there. We're casting Steel Magnolias. Who do you want to be, huh? I guess I want to be the town hooker or something. You got any? I'm a heap of them green tomatoes if you're cooking them up today, Fred. That Chinese spy out of jail, $750,000 bond. Some Chinese guy in the South Bay put up the money. You know what, Joey D? But you can imagine how many people were, how much surveillance that person is under, okay? The FBI is working hard these days. Big Lebowski, yeah. I liked the movie Tenpin with Woody Harrelson and Bill Murray. I thought that was a hoot. Oh, thank you, Teeny. I thought I tried not to look like a slob tonight because it's Saturday night. That girl. I'll take that girl. Frito Bandito, I am the Frito Bandito. Another very politically incorrect, culturally incorrect commercial, right? Long gone from the airwaves. Super horror buff, the individual mutters for some genius horror. Horror's never really been my genre. I'll take horrifying history for 500. I've told you guys repeatedly that a movie that really horrified me with its kind of brutality and stuff was and you couldn't even believe it was made in like 1928 or 1929, black and white film. It's called like the Trials of Joan of Arc or something like that. And you think of movies in the 20s of all jerky and poor quality, but they had those great German Leica lenses and stuff, and the movie is just phenomenal. And it's horrifying, I mean, they didn't spare, the burning scene and all that kind of crap. It was crazy. Do I ever look like a slob today? It was hair washing day for me. Yeah, horror's never been, I like things that, I like historical dramas and things like that. I enjoy that. Like if they have a series, like a PBS will have a 6-part series on Lincoln or something like that, or Mary Lincoln, or just things like that I enjoy. But I love comedy, right? I love comedy. What's your greatest movie ever? For me would have to be Gone with the Wind, which is still at $1.7 billion, which is still the all-time worldwide box office movie. And it broke so much ground in a very difficult year. 1939 was acknowledged the pinnacle of the golden age of Hollywood, because so many movies that we still know today, The Wizard of Oz, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, Gone with the Wind. It was such an epic year for Dark Victory. I think it was such an epic movie year. The camera work, the sets, the costuming, the story. it was just the best actors that you could have. I mean, it was phenomenal. La dee da da. Yeah, I remember the Blob. you remember, you remember the Tingler? Anybody ever see the Tingler? We went with my older sister would babysit us. Okay, we went to the movies and there was like a double feature, and the second one was a Tingler, and all of a sudden it looked like a black centipede was walking down the middle of the big screen, and all the girls start screaming and running out of the theater and stuff. Oh, thank you, Angel. Gone with the Wind has been canceled, but it's not canceled in my mind. Nor is Birth of a Nation, right? I may not. None of us would agree that that time in history was anything to be proud of. But we have to. We can't always look at things from, the point of view of what the storyline was. We're not praising like the KKK and things like that. We're talking about the horrors of Reconstruction after the Civil War and all of that. But we're really talking about the first real major motion picture of all time. Right? There's other aspects to it, technical and scenes and direction and all that. Wuthering Heights, yeah. Forbidden Zone, tattoo. I always wanted to get a naughty tattoo. Anything Vincent Price, Marlon Brando, that was great, man. Streetcar Named Desire with Kim Hunter and Vivian Leigh. I actually thought Vivian Leigh was better in Streetcar Named Desire than in Gone with the Wind. She was excellent as the older broad who got chased out of Oreo for whatever you were doing down there. Eric's supposed to be in Santa Rosa now. I don't know. A lot of his kids, I haven't heard anything from. I told him you best move on. I'm too worried about how many people he's been around and everything else. There, yeah, I'm having an affair with a black Mercedes sedan. We won't get rain until November or December, so. Good choice, Angel. Great choice. What a hell of a movie, But I like that scene in Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, that climactic scene where the machine boss had all these dummy telegrams and things sent in, flooding the Senate with people threatening Jeff Smith, the senator, you better not vote against this thing, blah, blah, blah. And he picks up that handful of telegrams, and he's like, I don't care if the place is filled with a sea of telegrams, you got to stand for something. And amazing 5 minutes of cinema there. Cheryl and Blowing Nose. Did you see the hit piece that Daily Mail did on Vegas? Lisa, did you see the hit piece that Vegas did on themselves? I knew, and they should have, excuse me, this beer's got me. I knew in March, and then I went back in I think I was there in May. Nothing was going on. That was cool. I did my cinematic videos, but man, when I came back there in August, I swear to God, I was driving down Main Street in LA. Okay, I could not believe my eyes. And the only thing that immediately came to mind is they're giving away rooms down here, and they're attracting the wrong kind of people. And I know I said on that live stream and afterward, there are going to be fights down here, and it's going to be so damaging to the reputation of Vegas when people see these videos and see these news clips and read about this shit. They're going to be horrified, and ain't nobody going to be going down to Vegas until the pandemic is over, and until there's proof that rates are going up. Plus, Wynn lied. They said they're not. They said they're not going to raise. They said they're going to raise their. They said they're going to raise their hotel rates, right? And that's that's BS. So they did it themselves, but they've got to. It's desperation. You need cash flow. A lot of these casinos are going to be on the edge of failure soon. It's too much. They're not getting the high enders. Let me see. Pardon my rudeness for a minute. I'm about to crack another beer or so. Let's see. Let's say you're checking in. Check-in is Monday. Check-out is Thursday. Let's see here. Then you need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth. There it is. I just went on hotels.com. You see that? There's the win. $113. Now, who's bullshitting who? They said they're immediately putting their rates up to $300 to $400 a night. $113. Wynn Las Vegas, 5 stars, superb. Encore Las Vegas, that's where the fight was. Encore, right here, $113 a night. Oh, thank you, Angel. So I want to tell you, don't bullshit a bullshitter, okay? There's no way that they can afford, there's no way that they can raise rates like that. There's no way. The market won't bear it. There's, anybody want to guess what Caesars is a night? Take a guess. The usual rate's $229 a night. Let's see you guys guess. The usual is $229 a night at Caesars. Guess what it is? Don't tell me about cheap room. That's too much for a room? I don't know. In Vegas, some of these rooms are very well appointed. $80. $80. $80. The thing doesn't like to focus, but $80. Let's filter it from let's sort it from low to high here. Let's see. So you don't see a lot of honesty in that. So, oops, I did high to low. Wait a minute. I almost gave myself a heart attack. Like what? You know how cheap I am, guys. I looked at that and I almost crap myself. Excalibur, $18 a night. Golden Gate, $23 a night. The Strat, $23. Plaza, $24. Harrah's, $25. The Oasis, $27 where I stayed. Bally's, $28. I mean, we're in September now, guys. Flamingo, $29 a night. It's the same price as the El Cortez. It's friggin' insane. What's up, Genevieve? What's up? Seen a lot of advertising for Vegas, and it's not bringing in the right kind of people, guys. It is beer time. Beer time. So, you know, there's no way the market will bear $399 a night rooms. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. So they're going to have the same problems down in Vegas. Nothing's going to change. What would they have to do? Look, I would go back. I might be back there next week. I don't know. I mean, that's the reality situation. I'm the kind of person, if I go to bed at night and then I'm setting my alarm for 4 o'clock tomorrow, I'm taking off for Vegas. But I know what I know what I'm going to see down there this time. That's the situation, right? Because it's like Thugs Incorporated. I was scared for the first time ever. You know, walking around looking at the crowd, and I said, man, this crowd, I told Mr. Z, I said, this is like a hair trigger crowd down here. What's the black speaker? This one over here, that's part of one of my 2 JBL thrift shop speakers I scored for 115 bucks. They're worth about, if I sold these in Japan, they would go for about $3,000 for this set here. But here it's worth about 500, 600 bucks. What the hell happened to this cone here? Holy shit. Oh, man. Looks like oh man, I got a cone blown out. That sucks. Shit, somebody kicked it or something. I wonder if I was drunk or something. How much MGM? La do 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 do. This looks like $49 a night down there. According to hotels.com, 49, more rates from 44. So you've got to throw the resort, but you can get a discount on resort fees these days. It's all pretty weird to me, you know. I mean, it's you know, don't tell us that you're going to be raising rates and stuff like that. Okay, it ain't going to happen. Let me just see one more thing here. La do 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 boo 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 boo. You know, I don't know. How can you get away and travel? I didn't mean like immediate. I was saying like theoretically, like I could leave to. I don't have to necessarily work. I'm doing them a favor. You know, I'm not. You know, I'm not bound to a time clock or anything. You love that poster with the Mexican. That's a 1930s travel poster for Mexico, featuring a nice Italian girl. Yep, 49 bucks. On a weekend, you're going to pay more, but I'm looking like Monday through Thursday or something like that. So there's no live performances. There's nothing going on in Vegas. They've laid off most of the performers now. I still say it's cranking down. This pandemic really hurt a lot of places. People have fled San Francisco, New York City. I love Las Vegas. You never want to say you want things to collapse. Too bad you're leaving town. We just got to town. Yeah, Eric. Well, we'll see. Just call me tomorrow. We'll see. You coming on a Sunday, which is problematic for me. But to have a good night and be safe. See if maybe you can pop by tomorrow. see if we can do something. Oh, I come in late, so put together the other day when you signed the contract. Yeah, that's right. Not really worth the trip unless you're going to stay at the pool. The pool sucked, by the way.
Too
The
bad you're
pool was
leaving
horrific.
town. We just got to town.
You know, I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. That's my Space Girl thing. I have to go back in the beginning and hear the details. Yeah, I don't think you better stop by, Eric, if you got a cough and stuff like that. I'm sorry, man. I just can't. I'll catch you on the rebound. I can't afford, because I'm in and out of hospital now and all that kind of stuff. I'm working now, so. Making a quilt with the colors in that poster. We're going to do blue and gold, but it looked like the Rams threw. That's too cute. Yeah, if Michelle, if she's got a cough and stuff, you guys got to roll on. I'm working again too, so. But be safe. I'll send you a few bucks. Don't worry about it. You know, but do message me, or do message me tomorrow morning. Maybe we'll do a socially distanced breakfast. I'll treat you guys to some breakfast or something. Let's see. I just can't afford to be down for the count right now. So let me know. I definitely want to see you guys. Don't listen to the trolls. Well, I don't think my moderator Cheryl S quite qualifies as a troll. Eric, she's one of my most trusted moderators in here. If you're concerned about getting the code. I'm working now, Eric. I started today. Was my first day back at work. What I'm saying is, let's touch base tomorrow. I'll take you guys. I'll buy you guys some. I'll buy you guys some lunch. How's that sound? Okay. But please don't call my moderator a troll. Okay. She's the furthest thing from a troll. Yeah, Cheryl's, she's a great moderator. Hey, how you doing, Seal Hater? What's up, Chef? Yeah, don't, yeah, GTB, I have a playlist series on rescuing and restoring the Motorola console. It's 22 parts here. It's the most intensive restoration I did, from woodwork and refinishing to electronics, the amplifier, the tuner, everything. Gone to pick up the piece, bringing it home with my Vietnamese gardener, okay, at that time. So check it out, okay? There's a couple playlists. Vintage Audio Rescue, where I actually go out and take the camera and rescue pieces. Then there's the vintage audio restoration, of which I just started on the Sansui 1000A. I've had a cough. My throat has been effed for a week. So just text me tomorrow, Eric. We'll do lunch or something like that, okay? You did say the 10th, and today is the 12th, and tomorrow is the 13th, so I had to start back to work today part-time, so. But I can carve out some time to buy you guys a meal. Yeah, everything's okay here, Chef. We're starting to get that wind shift. I actually saw a little bit of what looked like a blue sky, so. Yeah, those are treasures, yeah. I've been the same way. I've had a sore throat. I've had a lot of, probably shouldn't have gone out metal detecting and all that crap, but you know, it is what it is. I want to get things set up so I can do remote work, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to accomplish it. So, happy Saturday, everybody, by the way. Did Eric leave already? I don't know. I don't know if he got my message or not, so. You got my digits, just give me a message tomorrow. We'll work it out. Okay. Do, 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 do. You're hot. When you're hot, you're hot. uh, please be cautious. I got to. It's what I'm saying. It's all been. And then I'm doing medical back office work again for contract employer who's backing up several of the hospitals throughout the area here. So boil lemon and limes, take off hot breath and steam. The more people leave the cow, the more leg room for me. I just feel like that crap is always coming up out of my lungs. So. Plus, when you talk, it's already been 2 hours I've been on, so it's like, I yak, yak, yak. I'm not one of these streamers that just sits back and looks at the chat. He just rolled into town. Maybe he thought he was staying at your place. I can't know what he was thinking, Patricia, because he bugged out of here, so. So. He told me between the 2nd and 10th of September. What is today? Okay, he spent more time up in like where the Burning Man would have been, which is fine. But I specifically told me those dates. So, based on that, what am I supposed to do? So, I'm not going to have people here on the rancho when I'm out working and stuff, so. Somehow it looks like you got 2 turntables. On the left-hand side is the record player bay, and on the right-hand side is the tuner, what do they call that? The hell's that thing called? It's Vibrasonic. It's like I can't remember what this is called. I can't remember. But it's got all that on that side over there. The tuner, the knobs, all the control stuff. Yeah, the employer reached out to me. Yeah, keeping us all from going crazy. I got a call asking me if I would return to on a 1099 basis for what hours I could put in, and I said yeah. So I'm already kind of committed this week. So yeah, it's not a good time to come into California. What is that? He called people in the chat worse things than a troll. Who we talking about? Eric? I'll be glad to meet him tomorrow. Be glad to meet him tomorrow. I'll buy him something to eat, but it's a real bad time right now. He said between the 2nd and the 10th, and tomorrow's what is tomorrow? The 13th or 14th of September. What a compliment. Well, I don't know if it's a compliment or it's desperation, Patricia. A lot of people have fled the hospitals. They don't want to work in the hospitals now, even though they're back office and crap like that. Some people have died in the department. I had to sign a waiver to go in that I wouldn't sue anybody if I got sick, so I hope I don't. But I need the money. And that's not dry begging, it's not e-begging. I'm just saying a simple fact. I have an $1,152 health insurance bill a month, and I've never been sick a day in my life. So it is what it is. But I'm not whining, I'm working. Okay, I'm not going to come on here and ask you guys, oh, you do that. It had nothing to do with me going back to work. I can slide through, but I like to have a cushion, and I'm not averse to working hard in life. Okay, I got a nice skill set. I'm not like the bum in the can. My life depends on it. If your life depends on YouTube, you got some serious issues to work through. Okay. If your life depends on YouTube, and you get your 1099, are you provisioning for your IRA? Are you putting aside your self-directed 20% personal simple IRA pension plan that you can put up to 20% of your income into? Are you paying into Social Security? Remember, you retire as a minimum wage doofus. You know what's going to happen? You're going to get your $580 a month check or whatever, and Medicare is going to take $210 out of it a month or something. Christ, I have no sympathy for. In this world, you have to work. You have to be productive. Okay. I got seasonal allergy. I'm on. The hell's that called? That Claritin. I'm on continuous black soot coming down in the air. I'm talking for 2 hours, and it's just rags me out. Yep. Yeah, you don't see me lighting up. You don't see me running outside, turning the camera off for I'll be back in a bit. I mean, that's the reality of stuff, guys. That's why I have no sympathy for laziness. No sympathy for laziness, yeah. Eat honey, honey. Best lesson in life I got to have is life's not fair. Nobody owes you anything. Yeah. I mean, I grew up with the life lessons you tell, gee, see your friends on Schwinn World Traveler bicycles, 10 speed bicycles. You're like, that's so nice. And you're like, gee, Mom and Dad, I'd love to have a Schwinn bike like that. And they'd be like, I'd really like to see you on that bike too. So let's get hustling and make it happen. Let's get hustling and make it happen. God, they're doing drag racing on the street now. Oh man. I never get my cha-cha heels. Let me just see. Why do I got this stupid commercial? Let's see. Yeah, guys, if we could get up to 100 tonight, that would be awesome. If we could get up to 100 on the chat tonight, that would be really cool. All right. Hard to get a bike this summer. You couldn't get a bike in this area. You can't get a gun in this area. You can't get anything. Starting at 9 and washed 1,000,000 dishes and made up 1,000 beds. You know, Lisa, it didn't kill you. It made you a stronger person. Good for you, honey. Good for you. I guess the one thing that's always pissed me off the most is lazy people. Few things get under my skin for laziness because, man, it's for your own good, right? Oh, you're sweet, Karina. No, JG Wentworth. It's JG. Hey, how you doing, Gypsy Mom? Hopefully this guy virus goes away soon, so you make it. I hope so too, honey. I'm starting to lose. I'm starting to lose hope. You know what I'm saying? Make it down to Toronto. I'd love to come to Toronto. I'm starting to lose, you know, and I'm not one to say that, but I'm looking down the dark tunnel and I'm not seeing much light right now. Kill me, but I'd pick my last butter bean. There you go. Just laughed. I'd love to get to Toronto. Just absolutely love it. Pick my last butter bean. I ordered a dishwasher. It took 3 months to get it. You always look 20 a month on YouTube, not even. Yeah, Eric, just text me tomorrow morning. I'll buy you guys some lunch, okay? I'll put a few dollars in your pocket and make sure we get you back on the road, okay? Because I'm working now, so just make sure you call me tomorrow. We'll do lunch or something like that, okay? Did I play the stock market in February? No. No, nope. I've been long out of the market. Thank you, Karina. You're so sweet. Heart, rose, 100, kiss, big eyes. Remember, I got those big goofy Irish eyes, right? Time is valuable. Don't make Daisy very right. I was still free to have love and liberty. I'm a believer in that. Hey, you can do what you want in life, but don't whine to me later when you want free handouts, and I'll ask you what you did with your life, and you'll tell me I'm a YouTube celebrity. I pick corn as a ute, cash pay, same one big day farce. That's pretty good, Bill Ellis. I just don't like lazy. I don't like slobs and lazy people. I'm kind of a slob, but I'm the furthest thing from lazy. Oh, you pick grapes, Genevieve? Huh. That's in travel after this. I don't know. It's going to take a while for things to rebound because I don't think the other shoe has just started dropping now, and that's what I call the 3-year shoe, the long sustained, no big drama, but just a long sustained grinding down, 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 down. In other words, back in February, March, we had the big crack in the ice, and now the ice is about to shear away. Okay, and go down the side. Yep, we all worked. Yep, we all work, baby. There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't hurt you. That's why I just have no sympathy that, write to Twitter and save my channel and do this. And I mean, are you freaking kidding? You know? Only in Cali, I hear you. So just make sure you do that tomorrow. Let me know when you're up and about, Eric. We'll get a nice lunch somewhere for you and Michelle. I'll put a few dollars in your pocket. Make sure you guys are all square to go because I really can't have anybody here if I'm working nowadays. I mean, I'm already taking time off when Tara comes up in October, and then I may squeeze a quick trip in there. I don't know. I do got the urge to check out and get another ground level look at Vegas, but I don't want to piss people off. And then I'm going down to San Diego. Picking butter beans in Mississippi. Woo! Picking cotton is brutal because of the very sharp shards that surround the bowl. That's terrible. Yeah. Looking forward to my contract work. I'm doing that kind of work, but it's 2020. Well, I don't blame you. I'm doing the same thing. I got to build up some money. I've got to. The last place I would come on is beg YouTube for it. So. That's not my, that's my style. Child labor law, I gotta get work. Reported my earnings. Still want to? Yeah. Well, you're welcome to come up. You know, you and the boss, you've had an invitation the last 2 times to come up. We're not going to drive down there, but you're welcome to come up here and, you know, and we'll go to dinner or do a cookout or something like that. We'll have fun. We'll probably do a cookout. Throw a tri-tip on or something like that. Yeah, this is just a limited time job. I'm not going to be, I'm not on, I'm kind of on, I just put myself on a month to month, so. No, the fires aren't too close right now. You're not nosy, Patricia Wakefield. You're a friend of mine. Anyway, guys, it is 10:20. I'm getting a little ragged out now. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. It's been 2 hours plus this evening. I want to thank you if you've not seen the starting to restore the 1000A Sansui, a really classic, top of the line, the most complicated system I have here. Check that out. And always a treat to see you guys. And I want to wish you a wonderful, wonderful night. Let's see if we can get 7 more thumbs up at the door and we would be at 100. Cheryl, love you. All of my moderators. Thank you. Oh, I don't know, Seal Hater. He turned into a real dick. So, good night, Joey D, Genevieve, everybody. Good night, Janet, Sugarcane. Y'all are wonderful. Thank you so much. Check out the videos and hit that thumbs up button. Let's get to 100, guys. Thank you.